Hi, Katie.
Hi.
I'm so happy to continue our session today, getting you ready for your fun Pride event by doing your hair. So I'm so excited to have you back in my chair today. You can just continue relaxing and, take some deep breaths. Let me pamper you and gently brush out your hair and help you get ready for this event. Like always, I'm just going to start by gently brushing out the hair, allowing the nice natural texture and shape to kind of be whatever the hair wants. We are going to be adding some curls later, but for now, I'm just going to gently detangle. How are you feeling so far, Katie?
Good. Very relaxed.
Okay, good. Just gently continuing to brush through the scalp. It's important to start from the bottom when detangling, but it also feels nice to have the brush finally come up and help caress the scalp while also helping to arrange the hair. Just nice, soothing, gentle strokes. I'm going to add a few products into the hair today. This is going to be a heat shield for the curling that's about to happen. I'm just going to gently shield your face. And same on the other side, gently shield your face.
It smells so good.
It does, doesn't it? I love that smell. I also have a shine spray. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit. And on the other side. Great.
Oh, that smells good.
It's functional and fragrant, which I appreciate.
So much.
And just gonna brush through here. Not too worried about an even application because the brushing will go ahead and take care of that for us. As I brush, I can just feel the hair being soothed by the products, smelling good, and helping to absorb some of that moisture, making sure that with our heat products we're not drying any of the hair out. Nice. Gentle strokes with the brush to help the product really reach all strands of hair. It's important to keep the hair nice and hydrated, even in summer when things are generally a little bit more hot and humid. Okay. As I'm gently brushing and then feeling with my hands, you definitely feel that the product is evenly applied. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more of the heat shield to the bottom areas of the hair because I can see that it is dyed, and I want to make sure to protect the hair a little bit extra on the areas where dye has been used. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to go ahead and section the hair. Into 2 layers. Just feeling with my fingers, trying to kind of hope for an even 2 layers. I'm just taking the top layer, gently clipping it. Is that comfortable? Is that pulling at all?
It feels very nice.
Okay, good. I'm going to take our fine layer comb here and just give this bottom layer a brush through. Just making sure everything is detangled or as detangled as possible before we start the actual curling process. Great. I'm going to gently move your chair and then we're going to get started. Alright, so this curler is an automatic curler, which means that it will like rotate by itself. So I'm going to clip the hair, gently bring it over here, gently tap the hair, making sure I'm not burning you, and then gently release, leaving nice bouncy curl. Because the hair is already really nice and has kind of a natural wave to it, I'm not going to be applying too much heat or pressure. My goal here is to just kind of let the hair fall where it wants to fall, but try and give it just a little bit of shaping. Making sure we're not getting too close to the ears or the scalp. Underneath it. gently release for a nice bouncy curl. Making sure the curl is tight, but without pulling too hard on the hair either. And gently releasing. And continue. Nice bouncy curls. Try to do a tinier curl with this piece of hair that slipped through. And there's another tiny piece that managed to escape over here. Just sectioning these last few pieces of hair on this side. Making sure that none of the hair is staying too long in the curl. Making sure not to damage any hair. But still giving it that nice curled shape. little segmented piece here. Be extra gentle because I'm close to the ear. Making sure no ears can burn. Great. I'm gonna set this aside and grab some hairspray. Okay, I'm just gonna gently add some hairspray. And for the girls over here as well. Perfect. Now it's time for the top layer to come down. To gently fan the top layer over, and we can work from either direction this time. Feeling where that dividing segment is and making sure we're not grabbing hair that's already been curled. Again, just holding my hand against your ear just to be extra cautious.
Thank you.
I've gotten my ear burned way too many times. Glad you're having a good time. It's relaxing for me too. The rain is nice. Just continuing to section there. just a bit as we gently work our way around. Looks like that was our last piece. Awesome. Good. Set this aside. Do some hairspray on our top layer here. Turning it just a little bit. Now I am just going to gently comb out the top here. Alright. I love what we've done so far, but I'm thinking we need to add a little bit of something to really add some extra zhuzh here. So, I'm going to be adding a little bit of volume here. So I've taken one of the curls that I already have here. I'm just going to use one of these little plastic hair ties and add some height and some volume here. Great. Let's try and perfect. Add a little bit of volume. Something I've noticed is that the way that you kind of arrange the elastic will affect kind of, it's able to be adjusted, I should say. So adding a nice little way to keep your hair back, first of all, but then also it's a nice little zhuzh as well. I'm going to keep this piece just as a face framing piece. I'm just trying to make sure these two pieces are relatively even. Doesn't need to be perfect. just as long as we're generally kind of the same. Before this stops being hot, I'm just going to kind of manually curl this last little piece here.
I'm tickled.
Now I love our little look. Sorry, I'm just gonna position this back a tiny bit. And we're going to add some fun little accessories into your hair. Now the fun part, the second time for the fun part. I do have some cute little sparkles that I'm going to just kind of scatter around the hair. I'm going to turn it just a bit so we can kind of see the progress. I had a brief idea to kind of try the rainbow thing again, but I'm kind of running out of certain colors, so I think we're just gonna scatter some of these sporadically about. Going to just add like some pops of color here. I like the blues, whoops, when they stay in, are really nice and vibrant. I'm going to add a little bit here too around these little ponytails. Just going to gently rotate you while I add in a little bit of these gemstones. Keep spinning. And just adding a little bit of final touches over around the face area. Making sure these little gems stay put to the best of their ability. They don't want to stay put, that's for sure. Take a look now. Sorry, I'm going to gently spin you just a tiny bit just to add some ones around the face. eyes. So that they're kind of even, or an attempt to be even on both sides. One more and then we will be done. Perfect. I'm just going to kind of press some of these guys down that don't want to be pressed down. Okay. Okay, great. I'm going to have you take a look at the final product.
Alright.
All right, Katie, you can go ahead and take a look at your final look.
It's so pride coated.
It is.
It's coated with pride.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful. It's curly and bouncy and volume,
Yay.
which you'll see a lot on my head.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of volume. But today, just bouncy.
Your hair curled so beautifully too. I'm gonna ask you to take a little spin just to show everybody. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You might probably lose some gems throughout the day, but there's not much that can be helped with that.
If I don't lose gemstones, then it's not pride.
Exactly. I had so much fun pampering you today, and I hope you have so much fun enjoying your day.
I do too. I will.
Thank you. Happy Pride. Bye-bye.
Bye.